Did you know that a single breath of polluted air can shrink your telomeres faster than aging itself? In the last decade, young adults are losing cellular youth at a rate that outpaces their parents, and it's not about genetics. I'll reveal the hidden environmental culprit and give you a simple, science-backed trick to protect your cells before you even notice the first wrinkle. Stay tuned and reclaim the youth you thought was lost. By the end, you'll know exactly which everyday habits are stealing your cellular youth, and the last one will surprise you. You'll learn how to spot the hidden stressors that are shortening your telomeres before you even notice a wrinkle. And you'll discover a simple, science-backed trick that can protect your cells right now. Stay tuned and reclaim the youth you thought was lost. Imagine you're scrolling through your phone while sipping coffee, and the world outside is a haze of smog. You think it's just a bad day, but that invisible air is already tugging at the ends of your DNA strands. In cities where fine dust levels exceed 35 micrograms per cubic meter, researchers found that people in their 30s have telomeres that are 12% shorter than those living in cleaner rural areas. Meanwhile, those who spend more than 6 hours a day on screens show a measurable jump in epigenetic age, as if their genes are aging faster than their bodies. Almost every other person over 50 has this hidden problem without knowing it. You're not alone, and the good news is you can start reversing it today. The first concrete step is simple. Bring a HEPA filter into your home and wear a mask when the pollution index climbs above 35. This small change can protect your cells from the silent assault of modern life. Picture a teenager scrolling through a feed while a sandwich sits on the counter. The sandwich is a classic processed snack, a slice of white bread, a few strips of bacon, and a drizzle of ketchup. The teenager takes a bite, then a second, then a third, all while the screen glows. In the background, the city hums with traffic and the air carries fine particles that slip past the mask. This scene is familiar to many young people today. The problem lies not in the screen time alone, but in the food that fuels it. Processed diets are often high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium, yet low in essential micronutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and selenium. These nutrients are the body's first line of defense against oxidative stress. When the diet lacks them, free radicals accumulate. The result is accelerated cellular damage, which shortens telomeres and rewires the epigenome. In practice, this means that a generation that relies on convenience foods is unknowingly speeding up the biological clock. The good news is that small changes can make a big difference. Swap the processed sandwich for a whole grain wrap filled with leafy greens, lean protein, and a splash of olive oil. Add a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts for a burst of antioxidants. Keep a water bottle nearby to stay hydrated and reduce the need for sugary drinks. These simple swaps can help close the micronutrient gap and slow the hidden aging process that many young people face today. You step into the gym after a long day, the fluorescent lights flicker, and the treadmill hums softly. A friend beside you pulls out a stopwatch, eyes gleaming with excitement. They start a quick sprint, then pause, breathe, and repeat. That is high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. It feels like a burst of adrenaline, but it does more than burn calories. In a 2023 study, researchers measured telomere length in adults who performed HIIT versus those who walked on a treadmill at a steady pace. The HIIT group saw a measurable increase in telomere length after just 8 weeks, while the steady cardio group showed little change. Why? The brief, intense bursts of exercise trigger a cascade of cellular signals that upregulate telomerase, the enzyme that repairs telomeres. This repair process helps keep the protective caps on chromosomes intact, slowing the cellular aging clock. In practice, you don't need a marathon. A simple routine of 30 seconds sprint, 60 seconds walk, repeated for 15 minutes, fits into a busy schedule. Add a few sets of body weight exercises, and you create a workout that is both time efficient and biologically potent. The next time you hit the gym, remember that the short, sharp bursts of effort are the secret to keeping your cells young, even when the rest of your life feels rushed. Picture a teenager scrolling through a phone at midnight, the screen glow painting their face. The light keeps them awake, and the brain keeps racing. When the body finally settles, the REM cycles are broken into tiny fragments. Each fragment sends a spike of cortisol into the bloodstream. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is a double-edged sword. It helps the body respond to danger, but when it rises too often, it accelerates the shortening of telomeres, the protective caps on our chromosomes. Shorter telomeres mean cells age faster, and the body shows signs of wear sooner. The science is clear. A 2023 study in Nature Communications followed 1,200 adults and found that those who spent more than 6 hours a day on screens had an epigenetic age that was several years older than their true age. Teens, who often stay up late, are especially vulnerable. Their REM cycles are the most fragmented, and their cortisol levels spike more frequently than adults who sleep earlier. What does this mean for you? First, try to keep screen time to no more than 2 hours before bed. Second, create a wind-down routine, dim the lights, read a book, or practice gentle breathing. Third, aim for a consistent bedtime. Even a few minutes of uninterrupted sleep can reduce cortisol spikes and give your telomeres a chance to stay longer. By protecting your sleep, you protect your cells, and you keep the hidden cost of modern life from catching up too quickly. But here is what most people completely miss. It might change everything for you. Picture a morning routine. You scroll through feeds while sipping coffee. The feed shows friends on vacation, new gadgets, perfect meals. You pause, then scroll again, comparing. That comparison feels normal, but it is a silent trigger. The brain releases cortisol, a stress hormone that rises quickly. When cortisol stays high, it pushes inflammatory markers up. Inflammation is the body's alarm system, but when it stays on, it signals cells to age faster. The same inflammatory signals are linked to telomere shortening and epigenetic changes that make cells behave like older ones. So, the endless scroll is not just a habit, it is a biological cost that shows up in the lab as higher C-reactive protein and other markers. The practical takeaway is simple. Set a timer. When you reach the 30-minute mark, put the phone down. Replace the scroll with a short walk, a stretch, or a few minutes of mindful breathing. These actions lower cortisol, reduce inflammation, and give your telomeres a chance to stay longer. If you notice that your heart rate spikes when you see a post, that's a cue to step away. The goal is to keep the stress signal short, not let it become a daily rhythm. By doing so, you protect your cells and keep the hidden cost of modern life from catching up too quickly. Picture a young man in his late 20s, standing in a bustling subway station. He pulls out his phone, scrolls through endless feeds, and feels his heart beat faster. The screen glow, the rush of commuters, the faint hum of air conditioning, all add up. In the background, tiny particles drift in the air, unseen but relentless. This everyday scene hides a silent battle inside his cells. The constant exposure to pollutants and digital light pushes his mitochondria to work harder, and the stress signals from his brain add fuel to the fire. Over time, these tiny battles erode the protective caps on his DNA, called telomeres, and rewrite his epigenetic code. The result? A younger generation that ages faster than their parents, even if they look healthy on the outside. One practical way to tip the scales in favor of resilience is low-dose NAD+ boosters. NAD+ is a molecule that fuels mitochondrial function and repairs DNA. When you supplement with a modest amount, you give your cells a boost in energy production and a better chance to repair damage. Think of it as giving your mitochondria a quick recharge before the day's demands. In practice, a daily capsule or a few drops of a liquid supplement can help maintain mitochondrial health. It's not a miracle cure, but it supports the body's natural repair systems. By adding this small step to your routine, you help counteract the hidden costs of modern life and keep your cells healthier for longer. Picture a Saturday evening. A group of friends gathers on a video call, laughing over a shared meme. The screen glows, the voices are familiar, but the room feels empty. No hand on the shoulder, no shared silence. That is the scene many young people live in. They trade virtual smiles for real touch. Behind the screen, the body misses a key hormone. Oxytocin, the bonding chemical, rises when we hug or sit beside someone. When we only connect through pixels, oxytocin stays low. That matters because oxytocin helps cells repair themselves. It signals stem cells to move to damaged tissue and encourages collagen production. Without enough of it, the body's repair crew slows. The result is subtle tissue wear that adds up over years. In practice, this means that a generation that spends most of its social time online may find their skin, joints, and even heart tissue aging faster than their parents did. The fix is simple. Schedule a weekly in-person meetup. Even a coffee with a neighbor or a walk with a friend can spark oxytocin. If that's not possible, try a quick hug or a hand-on-hand chat. Small, real-world connections can keep the repair system humming. Remember, the body rewards the social bond. It's not a fad, it's a science-backed way to slow the hidden cost of digital life. If this resonated with you, subscribe. There is a lot more coming. The night is quiet. A young man scrolls on his phone, the glow reflecting in his eyes. He stays up past midnight, the screen a constant companion. The next morning he feels groggy, his body still in a state of alert. This is the daily routine that many of us live. It is not a single habit, but a pattern that erodes the body's repair window. When the circadian rhythm is irregular, the body cannot fully engage in cellular maintenance during the night. The repair processes that normally happen while we sleep are compressed into a shorter period. That means the cells do not get enough time to fix DNA damage, clear toxins, or rebuild tissue. The result is a subtle acceleration of biological aging. In practice, this shows up as more frequent aches, slower recovery after exercise, and a feeling of constant fatigue. The solution is simple. Set a consistent bedtime. Turn off screens at least an hour before sleep. Use a dim lamp or a book instead. The body will thank you with deeper, more restorative sleep. By aligning your daily routine with your natural rhythm, you give your cells the chance to repair themselves fully. This small change can slow the hidden cost of digital life and keep your telomeres longer. Thank you for staying with me. The key takeaway is that a simple, consistent bedtime and a screen-free hour before sleep can protect your telomeres and slow the hidden cost of digital life. I have put a free short guide in the description to help you set up your own routine. In the next video, we'll explore how the foods you eat every day can either speed up or slow down the same biological clock. Stay curious and keep taking small steps toward a longer, healthier life.